right, everybody. Happy after yesterday. Welcome back to the channel. Back at you with another video. I feel like a basic person doing the good old YouTube. Drop a like and subscribe. Anyways, today we're going to be talking about our Facebook groups dead in 2023. Now, contrary to what some people might tell you, I might be biased. We have an entire product and offer, and our entire business is really centralized around group growth and monetization. And it depends on who you asked. Their answers are probably going to differ. If they're going to try to sell you on some copy and paste business model or business in a box or done for you system, the answers could likely vary. But Facebook groups and groups in general are still very prevalent in 2023. And honestly, I would probably even argue they're going to be more important the longer and longer we get into the online space, and the more and more prevalent that AI becomes. And the reason I'm mentioning this is because people are going to crave that intimacy. They're going to crave that culture. They're going to crave that actual human interaction with other people inside of a community or a group, especially as more and more AI gets bigger and bigger. That's going to be a natural thing that people are going to want. They're going to want deeper connections, deeper relationships, and groups are probably the fucking best place. Now, I want to give you guys a bit of a perspective shift on community growth and monetization. Groups are by far one of the most powerful aspects that a lot of people sleep on. If you look at a lot of digital creators, a lot of online entrepreneurs, the number one thing that they use in their own businesses is groups. And the irony of it is this is a very common strategy, especially like on Facebook or for organic Facebook marketers, is go into other people's groups, add friends, and make sales that way. Build your list, build your audience by poaching other people's groups. So the power of a community is there. If you look on a little bit of a deeper level, you have people piggybacking their entire businesses off of other people's groups. Now, anything that we teach is not going to tell you and to go into these big groups and add friends and spam add people. We're actually big on eliminating that aspect from business. But I wanted to shed some light on community growth and monetization. This is a brand new group we started a couple weeks ago, which is already just at about 100 paid members. This community launch did about $10,000 in the last few weeks. And this is a good real-time example of what I'm talking about. This isn't on Facebook specifically. I will pull that group up in a sec here, but I want to break a limiting belief that you need a very large group to make a lot of sales online, make a lot of money online. Some of our biggest days are out of tiny groups. We had a Facebook group of 43 people turn into $11,000 a day. The biggest thing that's going to play the biggest weight into that is the type of content you're using to actually grow that group to get people into that community. But we'll riff on Facebook groups in 2023. If they're dead, if they're still prevalent, if they're still a thing. This is a group that I've built over the last few years, and I've probably hit 5,000 members in it, I don't know, 4 or 5 different times. I've removed members, I've added members, constantly purging the community of inactive members. But this is the centralized hub of my business. My entire business is built around my group. And the reason that I think the groups, a group of your own specifically, is probably one of the most powerful ways for you to build your own business is the fact that it becomes your house. This can become your digital journal of everything that you're actively doing in your business, and it grows with you. There's people that have been in this group since I've started, and they've watched me build a multi-6-figure business from the start. It's a really weird thing because you end up building these really awesome relationships with people. You end up building these long-standing relationships with your potential clients by simply showing up and shedding light on how you're operating your business and what you're actively doing. Now, I know what you're thinking, like when you first start, oh, how do I grow my group? You're going to have to use some type of external traffic source to grow your group, whether that's TikTok, Facebook Reels, potentially paid ads. We're big on using short form video content to grow the actual group, but it's hands down the first step inside of the group, inside of my entire business. That's the centralized hub. I'm posting in my group 4 or 5 times a week, and this is where 99% of our sales come from. And we can sit $1,000 a day for 590 plus days in a row with communities, with Facebook groups. This is my public group, regular content. We're doing lead gen style content inside of the group. Builds this really awesome culture and community of other people interacting with each other, asking questions, interacting and getting to know other people in the group, as well as shedding light and dropping valuable assets and resources to the group, which is meant to help them move their business or learn more about whatever it is you're doing. You don't have to necessarily be in the make money online space like myself. You could build a group around keto diets. You could build a group around knitting, sourdough bread. Like It does not matter. People want to be a part of something, and your community is a really awesome way to give a more intimate look at your lifestyle and your business, as well as make sales from. So this is a rotation that I use in my own personal group, and the biggest catalyst to actually making sales, turning simple written pieces of content just like this in your own group into sales. These people end up buying products from you because you're regularly punching them in the face with some form of value inside of the group. Another really powerful aspect is the fact that you can end up building out like a masterclass or a course. And this is a big one in 2023 as the time of making this video, is everybody's super fascinated with launching these digital products, want to launch these offers, want to launch these digital products of their own. And a Facebook group is a really easy way to emulate that. You can literally build a group that has a course inside of the guide section. So if you look at our group, this is how it ends up actually working out. When somebody joins our community, it's somebody comes into our group and they get a bunch of live trainings, bunch of videos from us, which all ends up building the relationships with the people coming in at scale, ultimately shrinking the sales process as a whole. They can come in and they can binge watch hours and hours of content from us, and they end up buying. The conversion process ends up being extremely short because they can come in and they can watch us. They can decide if they want to work with us. They get examples of clients that have worked with us. They get to watch actual tactical trainings and strategies and learn how we operate our business and what we actually do, and learn more about our model and make decisions on their own, whether they like us or they think we're douches and they don't want to buy our products. Completely fine, but they get to come in and they actually get to binge and consume and get to know us on their own time. And another hidden benefit to it is it becomes a really easy segue to, one, build your email list. You can actually collect emails off the back end of membership requests. When somebody requests to join your group, you can build your email list in unison, as well as start conversations with people. As I mentioned in the beginning of this video, people crave that intimacy. They're going to want that intimacy as AI gets bigger, as the information game in the online space gets bigger and bigger. They're going to want some type of connection with actual people. So this gives you the ability to kickstart and build those actual connections in real time. So this is a good real-time example of our entire business structure. This is the model that we've been operating for the last few years and is responsible for over $1 million in sales between me and my business partner. It's also the same model that we've handed to our clients who've done well over $1.6 million in less than 19 months. Free content creation, communities. We're very big on groups. So it might be a biased opinion about groups, but in my experience, is the easiest way for a beginner to actually have a substantial amount of success online, because you end up building your own hub, your own culture, your own community of people that actually like you, want to buy your products, become diehard fans of what you do. So if you notice, everything we actually do in the business is geared towards the group. The group becomes the centralized hub of everything. Everything we're doing outside of our group is to get people in here. And the paradox of that is the more that you put in your group, the easier it is to actually grow. And as I mentioned earlier in the video, is all of these different things, like your content inside of your community, the guides in your group, become like your own course. It all acts as fuel to the fire, moving people along that journey of buying products from you. So for example, we'll make a real-time example of this. Let's say you're making Facebook Reels about diet and weight loss. You're talking about maybe keto, how much weight you've lost with keto, your experience with keto, different recipes. And then maybe you have an incentive for people to come into your group. Hey, here's my cheat sheet to eating keto while you're traveling. And then when they come into your group, you're sending them that thing, maybe in Messenger, maybe on your email list, preferably both. And then once they're in your group, they're getting that resource, and then they're going to get to binge watch you and consume more content from you, read more content from you, learn more tips and tricks, see other examples of other community members that are like, hey, I took this cheat sheet that so-and-so gave me about keto while I was traveling and I lost 5 pounds. Other people are going to be interested in getting that thing from you. Now, what this does is it moves people along the spectrum of buying products from you. It's the simplest way, right? Utilizing the content to grow the group, utilizing the group as like your journal, which all then fuels the money and the sales. Now, this is a very prevalent strategy, especially for those that are trying to build their business on Facebook. They're all go find other Facebook groups, add friends, and send them a link to your potential offer. And in my experience, it's hands down 100 times easier to sell products from your own community than it would be to harvest someone else's group. So my total biased opinion, because we do have an entire program and offer around about groups, and we're very big on groups, is no, groups are definitely not dead in 2023, and they are not going anywhere. They're just going to get more and more prevalent as time goes on. And the community platform doesn't necessarily matter. As I mentioned here, we just started rolling out a brand new community on School, which is from Sam Ovens. We've grown this to 95 buyers in the last few weeks. This is a low ticket subscription. We've done paid groups. This is my free group with 5,100 members at this time. This is the main medium for me selling my offers, is this group. I could talk to people. I can converse with people. This is a paid community, Group Juice. This is one of our paid offers. We have a paid group of 580 something people at this time. Everyone is in this group has paid a minimum of $1,000 to be in this group. We run weekly lives. We run weekly trainings. And the culture and the community that gets created in this is life-changing. Not just for you as a brand owner, but also for the people that are inside as well. The biggest misconceptions about community growth and monetization is the fact that you need this massive community. And we're big on quality over quantity approach. If you look at some of our clients, some of our top performing clients, they have communities of about 500 or 600 members, and they've done multi six figures online. Hands down, my opinion, and the best way to go about it would be taking a quality over quantity approach, growing your community for the right things, getting the right people into your community, and your life can actually change drastically with a very small group. My quick 2 cents on Facebook groups being dead on 2023. Absolutely not. I know there's been a big push to get off of Facebook because they're like censoring people or whatever. But the reality is wherever you're going to build a community, Facebook's by far one of the easiest, but groups are not going anywhere. And if you're not, and you're looking to actually make more sales online, whether you do organic Facebook marketing, you sell high ticket premium price products, you sell fitness, it does not matter. Like, you need to have a community of your own, because it's what's going to give you actual long-term security and long-term success, because you end up getting to build a culture and an actual ecosystem that revolves around you as a brand owner, instead of just potential traffic sources that are going to be, who knows where they're going to be in a couple years from now. So hands down, if you're looking to actually have success online, build a group. I don't care where it's on. Facebook's the easiest, and you guys have a kick-ass day.